వందే శంభుముమాపతిం సురగురుం వందే జగత్కారణం వందే పన్నగభూషణం శశిధరం వందే పశూనాం పతిం వందే సూర్య శశాంకవన్నినయనం వందే ముకుంద ప్రియం వందే భక్తజన ఆశ్రయం చ వరదం వందే భక్తజన ఆశ్రయం చ వరదం వందే శివం శంకరం. Esteemed friends, Swami Vivekananda is essentially a yogi. A yogi is capable of maintaining sobriety under all circumstances, capable of keeping cool under all circumstances, capable of facing problems under all circumstances. Swami Vivekananda, when he was a parivrajaka, a wandering monk from Calcutta to Kanyakumari, had sometimes very severe difficulties. Once he was in Benares, Kashi. He was with the shaven head, in saffron robes, and he is with a walking stick. A typical monk he was, a sannyasi he was. His attire was strange. His appearance was strange. Looking at the strange person, a few monkeys got provoked. We find sometimes dogs chasing us when we look different. When we are driving the two-wheeler, there is an instinct in the dogs to run along with the two-wheeler. Wild monkeys, dark monkeys, black monkeys, large-sized monkeys, they were in plenty in Kashi. He was walking in the street. Swami Vivekananda was there walking, and these monkeys somehow got wild. A dozen of them, if they stand on the hind legs, back legs, the height would be about 6 to 7 feet. Such was the huge size of the monkeys. They started chasing Swami Vivekananda. Instinctively, Swamiji took to heels. He started running away from them. He was unconsciously scared of them. It's human instinct. The more he tried to run away, the more the monkeys chased him. At a distance, there was a saintly person, a sage. He looked at the plight of Swami Vivekananda, a lone man being chased by a dozen monkeys. He took pity. The sage looked at Swami Vivekananda and he shouted, "Man, don't run. Man, don't run." Swamiji heard that sound. He took the cue. He was able to learn a lesson. He stopped. He looked back. He stared at the monkeys which were chasing him. Something had dramatically happened. His eyes became very strong. He looked at them, and the monkeys which were chasing him suddenly stopped looking at his eyes. Very seriously, with all severity, with all confidence, with all strength, he looked at them. The monkeys applied the sudden brakes. They came to a screeching halt, and Swamiji was looking at them sternly. And the monkeys were looking at him with diffidence. When you are confident, the others will be automatically diffident. When you look at them with strength, the others will become weak. You should be bold, they will be tamed. Even the worst circumstances can be brought under our control if only we build the strength of mind. If only we are fearless. If only we are confident. Very often, our difficulties are because of our diffidence. Our problems are because of our weakness. We are unable to face the situation. We are unable to face the circumstances. The boss bosses over us if we continue to submit to him. The more we are afraid, the more the society frightens us. The more we try to run away from the situation, the more the circumstances chase us. This is the law of life. The one thing which a yogi has to conquer is fear. Fearlessness is the first and foremost requirement of a yogi. Abhi! The Upanishads in a single voice declare, Abhi, be fearless. Abhayam dadami sarva bhuteshu. Sri Ramachandra Prabhu says, fearlessness I grant. If only we develop that fearlessness, we will be stronger than the lion. That day, when he was like a wandering monk, Swami Vivekananda yielded for a while to the instinct. He took to heels when the wild monkeys started chasing him. And he has learnt a lesson. He has become a yogi. The simple principle in life is face the brute, face the devil, face the problem, face the society, face the boss, face the mother-in-law, face the father-in-law, face the daughter-in-law, face the enemy. Let us not run away from the situation. This Swami Vivekananda's entire message is strength, strength, strength. Strength at the physical level, muscles of iron and nerves of steel. Strength at the psychological level, drive away superstition. Be strong, be firm like a rock. And at the intellectual level, hold on to truth. It is the truth that gives you the strength. Whatever may be the situation around, it is strength that comes to our rescue. And this strength is the message of Swami Vivekananda. He practiced to be confident always. He developed that strength at every level, and the result is he is fearless. This fearlessness is the very constitution of Swami Vivekananda. Confidence is the very makeup of Swami Vivekananda. Strength is the very blood of Swami Vivekananda. And therefore, Swamiji is a yogi, Yogi Vivekananda. This strength at every level makes a person Raja Yogi. Mind must be my slave. I should not be a slave of my mind. My body should be at my beck and call. I should not be a slave of my senses. This ability to dictate terms to my body, mind, intellect, equipment is typical of a Raja Yogi. Swami Vivekananda is like that. What our country now requires is boys and girls of sterling character. This character only gives that strength of mind. This Swami Vivekananda later on was in US. He had many disciples. One day he was with his students in a park. They were to take a lesson in spirituality. There was going to be a Vedanta class. One of the students was wearing a red jacket. In the same park, there was a huge bull. Looking at the red jacket of the girl, the scarlet jacket of the girl, the bull got provoked. It became wild. It started charging at them. All the people ran helter-skelter. Everybody ran away in various directions. And the only man standing stubborn, standing strong, standing like a firm rock is Swami Vivekananda. In his characteristic posture, with the hands folded, not in adoration, folded across, he was looking at the bull. The bull was looking at him. At a great speed, the bull came close to him. It would have pushed him, but it was surprised. The bull looked at Swamiji's eyes. The eyes were sparkling. The eyes were shining. The eyes were poignant. The eyes were piercing. The eyes were pointed. The eyes were gazing. The eyes were staring at the bull. When the man was looking at the bull straight into the eyes, the bull got tamed. The wild bull got subdued. It looked at Swamiji, and Swamiji looked at the bull. They remained so looking at each other for a few seconds or minutes. I do not know what has happened. The bull almost admired his valiant stature, triumphant personality, submitted to the person, yielded, retrieved, returned, went back. After the bull returned silently, all the disciples came back to the Swamiji. They were surprised to see Swamiji standing without any fear. They asked him, Swamiji, what happened? How is it you are able to tame the bull? How is it the bull has not harmed you? The bull has returned. Swamiji said, I was never aware of the wildness in the animal. It was a creature coming to me, and in my mind, I was just calculating. I was for some time a mathematician. What would happen if the bull charged? If the bull threw me out? It was fun for me. It was a sport for me. It was a leela for me. I was only looking at the bull. There was no thought of its superiority. I took it as a matter of course. Society becomes harsh. Problems will become severe if only we submit. If only we lose confidence. If only we become a diffident. The Britisher was able to rule us for several years simply because we were subservient. The lion was only sleeping. It was in a state of slumber. If only we stand erect, if only we look straight, if only we develop that confidence, nothing can shake us. The message of Yogi Swami Vivekananda is face the brute, face the society, face the problems. It is confidence that gives you strength. It is self-confidence that drives away the problems. Let us, by the grace of God Almighty, learn this message to be strong, to be bold, to be confident, and to be able to face the problems. Yoga is to give us the strength to face the problems. Om Namah Sri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine